There are certain players in the NFL that don't get the recognition they deserve. For some guys, it's due to lack of team success. For others, it's having stats that don't stack up to the leaders at their positions. But in DeAndre Swift's case, he falls under both categories. The Lions have a combined record of 8, 24-1 over the past 2 seasons. And in that time, Swift has run for over 1,100 yards, caught 108 passes for over 800 receiving yards, with 17 touchdowns. I wouldn't say those are Pro Bowl level numbers. But the thing that you can't see in the box scores is the fact that Swift might be the quickest running back in the league. And I'll be bold and I'll go out on a limb and say, DeAndre Swift is the next Alvin Kamara. Today, we're going to look at some of Swift's game film, and I'll show you, despite Detroit's rocky offense, Swift is the next up-and-coming superstar running back in the NFL. And before we dive into the film, I just wanted to mention that 99% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed to the channel. So, if you like what you see today, leave a like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks, and let's hop into the tape. One of the many things that makes DeAndre Swift a great NFL running back is the fact that if you get him one-on-one, chances are you're not making the tackle. On this play here, Jared Goff dumps the ball down to DeAndre Swift and says, hey man, make something happen. And Swift does. He gets the defender one-on-one, and Swift makes it damn near impossible for this defender to even put a hand on him. He completely whiffs. And here's basically an identical play to the last one. Jared Goff's going to check it down and go, DeAndre, man, I need you to bail me out again. And what does Swift do? He jukes this first guy completely out of his shoes. I think it's Patrick Queen. And then the next linebacker, no match. Swift has enough balance to just break off the tackle and get a first down. And this is what Swift can do when you give him an open space. He's going to come off the cross screen. And first off, look how sharp and quick it is when he catches the ball. How fast he can immediately cut up field. Then he gets into the secondary. And Jimmy Ward, God bless his soul, has no chance to stop one-on-one DeAndre Swift with a full head of steam. Swift makes him look silly, cuts back, scores an easy 50-yard touchdown. Alright, so now let me show you an actual running play. It's 4th and 1, and obviously they need a first down. Swift gets the handoff, breaks the initial tackle, then gets to the second level, and Minka Fitzpatrick is there waiting for him. But Swift gives him a little move, breaks an arm tackle, and gets 10 yards on a run that really shouldn't even got anything. It's a great run from Swift. Those first set of plays were basically me showing you what he can do in space. When he gets a one-on-one player, he can make, he could drop his pad level, he could do a little left-right juke and get around a guy. But now I want to show you what he does with just his pure acceleration, his Dalvin Cook level acceleration. It's a tool not a lot of guys have. That second gear that makes safeties and corners take bad pursuit angles to where he can just run right around them. So on this play here, once again, Jared Goff says, hey man, make a play. Swift catches it out in the flat, and 39 comes up to make the tackle. And Swift doesn't even really give him, one of those, like I said before, right-left jukes. He glides left. He just never loses any momentum on his, not even juke really, just his cut. And he cuts left. It's not even fair. It's like when you were 12 years old and you're playing two-hand touch with your little brother who's 8. You just run right around him and he actually has literally no chance to tackle you or touch you. That's what it reminds me of. And this is the perfect example of how awesome DeAndre Swift can be. He gets the ball, kind of looks like he's going to go up the middle, bounces it outside. 43 tries to seal the edge, and he does, but Swift just cuts it back against the grain. Then 22 safety, not even a shot. Swift cuts back again, gone, off to the races. Swift's ability to never lose momentum when making cuts, even in the backfield, which I'll show you more in a minute, it's remarkable. It's rare. You see a lot of these bigger backs in the NFL, even like on the other side of the field, Nick Chubb, who's really great at that. He can't do the thing that DeAndre Swift just did. Here's another example in the backfield. Swift's going to get the toss and just completely cut back. And did he lose any momentum on that cut? I don't think he lost a single mile-an-hour speed. I don't think he lost anything. Once again, here's another great example. It looks like the run's going to go outside. He sees this blocked up. He cuts up immediately and just bursts through the hole. Just no loss of acceleration at all. No momentum change. It's just, he sees it, hits it, gone. Now, I want to show you that Swift isn't all finesse. He isn't just jukes, but he can run people over and he has great power to break arm tackles. And I'll let one of the toughest running backs in NFL history tell you, what DeAndre Swift just did to Brashad Breeland.
Run through a motherfucker face.
And here's another tough play from Swift. The Lions are just going to do a give up, running back draw, but Swift has other plans. He's going to bounce this outside, run right through a dude's face, bounce off the tackle, and nearly get a first down. That's just pure toughness. And here, Swift just runs with power. He's going to get the outside zone run, wait for his blockers to open up, burst through a hole, and what is that? A broken tackle and then pulled another tackler for 10 yards? The dude just drags people. And here's another play from the Pittsburgh game. Swift's going to get the handoff, find the hole, burst through it. That initial tackle flies in, and what does Swift do? Just bounces right off. Then, Minkah Fitzpatrick had a tough time tackling him this day, breaks off that tackle, and then finally gets brought down. I mean, what kind of balance does this guy have? I mean, he seriously, he doesn't go down on the first tackle. You get him one-on-one in space. You can't tackle him. He's just going to go around you. If you over pursue one way, Swift can cut back against the grain and will make you pay. I mean, this guy is really just a complete package. You're going to see from these Alvin Kamara highlights why I think him and DeAndre Swift remind me of each other so much. The contact balance, the ability when you get one-on-one in space to make guys miss in short areas, the awesome pass catching ability, the burst, the acceleration, and I already said contact balance, but really focus on the contact balance and the ability to just break arm tackles on the wimpy tacklers. They never bring these guys down. When you think of a superstar running back, who's the first guy that comes to your mind? Maybe it's Derrick Henry, Zeke Elliott. These guys that get 1 million touches a year, that run the ball 300 times, that get another 50 receptions on top of it. That's not what DeAndre Swift should be. I don't want DeAndre Swift to just get pounded into the ground and be useless by age 28 like maybe Zeke Elliott is. Swift has the skill set to be like Alvin Kamara, to where you cap him at 200 carries and you let him get 60 to 70 to 80 receptions like Kamara has done basically his entire career. So at the end of the day, I think DeAndre Swift is going to be the next great NFL running back based off of his contact balance, his great acceleration, his vision behind the line of scrimmage, his ability to break tackles, run through a defender's face, and most importantly, his elite skill in one-on-one situations. Also, despite Detroit being a complete dumpster fire of an organization, DeAndre Swift is destined for greatness. Alright, if you made it to the end of the video, I really do appreciate you watching. If you liked the video, leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel for more content coming all over the summer. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.